Hi, welcome to the Cold War Video Project. I'm Matthew Schweiss, and today we will be looking at the reliability of My Lai Massacre documentaries. To begin, we will be taking a look at a clip from American Experience Films' My Lai. The clip will describe an area related to the My Lai Massacre.
It was the summer of 1969. I was an Army prosecutor at Fort Benning, Georgia. I was sitting in my office and my supervisor walked in, closed the door, looked at me and said, "Have you ever heard of Pinkville?" And I said, "No, I haven't." And he briefly described what Pinkville was. It was a place on a map of Vietnam, and there had been an operation there.
Pinkville is also mentioned in the memoir If I Die in a Combat Zone by Tim O'Brien. Tim O'Brien was a member of Alpha Company, and in the book he describes life in Vietnam. In chapter 13, named My Lai in May, Tim says, "The villages of My Lai are scattered like wild seed in and around Pinkville, a flat stretch of sandy red clay along the northern coast of South Vietnam." This shows that the documentary is accurate on the location of the massacre. Now we are going to take a look at some of the consequences of the massacre.
68. A lieutenant has been charged with murder and a staff sergeant with assault with intent to murder.
Although the video is not entirely false, there is a little more to this part of the event that the documentary doesn't include. Lieutenant Kelly was convicted of murder and was sentenced to life in prison, but according to PBS, Kelly was released in 1974. The video does not include this information that is vital to the story. Let's take a look at who actually performed this horrific event.
In the jungles. Charlie Company was voted the best company in the 1st 20th Battalion.
According to Tom Robinson and Gale Student Resources in Context, this documentary hit the who part right on the nail. PBS.org says that Charlie Company had members killed by mines a few weeks prior to the massacre. Let's see what a documentary has to say on this issue.
We started pulling regular patrols end of January, beginning of February. Once we started down to the Pinkville area, we started to lose people. They were being picked off one by one. This is when we got our initiation into the realities of Vietnam with booby traps, mines, snipers.
PBS did not mention anything about booby traps, but Tim O'Brien's If I Die in a Combat Zone said, "The booby trap grenade. Picture a bushy shrub along your path of march. Picture a tin can secured to the shrub, open and directed toward the trail. Inside the can is a hand grenade, safety pin removed so that only the can's metal circumference prevents the spoon or firing handle from jumping off the grenade and detonating it. Finally, a tripwire is attached to the grenade, extending across the pathway, perhaps 6 inches above the dirt." This quote shows that the documentary is historically accurate.